Happy 2021, beautiful souls. It's me, Shamama Hunting Owl, welcoming you into this beautiful new year. We are in the age of Aquarius, which is just freaking amazing for us. So much love, so many beautiful light codes and photonic energy that has been coming in. And I'm not saying just because it's, great means it's easy to deal with by any means, right, guys? So thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to support and tune in and be interested in expanding with me what we are here to do for this new year. So I want to talk really about the goal setting and, New Year's resolutions, as we've put it. A lot of us put a lot of pressure on ourselves when it's the quote unquote new year to change things up. What I want to say about that first is take the fucking pressure off yourself. New Year's is really a very 3D perspective, as far as we know time is an illusion. So the fact that we put so much pressure on ourselves to start something new and have, set that intention at the beginning of the year and then hold that throughout an entire year sets ourselves up for a lot of disappointment. A lot of disappointment in ourselves because we are not perfect beings. So many people get discouraged. And what I like to try to remind everybody is that the most important part of our goal setting and our intentions as we move through life, whether it's the new year or the current year or a Wednesday afternoon at 3:00, is that we come to a realization at some point that something in our life needs to change, doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right. And we say, okay, it's time to address this issue, concern, whatever it may be. So what we do is we can reset those goals, those intentions at any time. It doesn't have to be contingent on the calendar. If we live in the present moment and are continually present with ourselves and our experiences, we realize that as soon as something isn't feeling right or isn't working for us in bringing us joy, happiness, feeling fulfilled, that's the opportunity. That's the moment where we get to sit and say, okay, in being present with this, I can change it now. There is no need to put off and transfer so much energy, so much pressure onto ourselves to live up to expectations. Like, I saw people already posting like they blew their New Year's resolutions already, and that, oh well, wait till 2022, like, no, it's not about that. And a lot of the times, the reasons that we don't attain the goals that we set for ourselves is because we have fears of failure that come up, self-sabotage, doubts, insecurities, things like that. So in Journey, sorry guys, Journey's moving everything. So in moving forward, it's why are we self-sabotaging ourselves? So why are the fears coming up? What is it that we need to still address within ourselves that will help us further expand our experiences so that we can truly walk our talk? I've told you guys, I still get nervous and butterflies every single fucking time I hit the record button on my phone to make these videos for you guys. I get self-conscious, I get nervous, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking say, and is it gonna make sense, and are people gonna respond positively, and then I go back to, you know what, fuck it. I'm here to share what I'm going through in hopes that it will resonate with one person. That's it. So facing that fear of being judged, facing that fear of, am I really helping anybody? And I know I am. I know I'm helping at least one person, and that's what makes it worth it for me. That's what brings me joy. That's what fills my cup, is knowing that I can sit here and be in service and know that it's going to resonate with somebody, because I'm not the only one that's going through this shit. So for me this last year, I have really worked on my spiritual path, my enlightened soul journey. I have seriously neglected my physical vessel in the last year. You know, and I'm not proud of it, but I'm also not beating myself up about it. So I knew going into 2021 that this was going to be my primary focus for the year, was getting my body back in shape, literally taking care of myself physically, because I need to create a stronger, a physically stronger vessel to continue to do what I do, to utilize and move the energy that comes through spiritually, to continue to teach, guide, share my stories. I needed to get my shit straight. So, you know, of course I was like, okay, I need to start working out again. I need to do this. I need to do that, blah, blah, blah. I got to eat better, you know, and just because I set those intentions didn't mean it was like I was going to wake up New Year's Day and everything was going to be fucking changed, right? And immediately, so I said, okay, what are the things that I can do to get back on track? So I sat down and, you know, I was actually with my girlfriend, and she and I are kind of in the same place as far as wanting to really get our bodies physically strong and just back to where we were. And healthy. It's about health, man. It's about strength. It's about health. It's not about anything else. And so I decided that I was going to start training again with my personal trainer that I used to have, you know, a few years ago. Well, actually for a really long time, and I haven't trained in years with her. And so I decided to reach out, and, you know, she knows me for, God, it's over 20 something years now, and has seen me in all levels of my physical journey. So there was a time in my journey where I was very much into bodybuilding and needing to look a certain way and feeling like, you know, I had to have the tight ass. I had to have the abs. I had to have the guns. I had to have it all. And so she's seen me at my craziest in my journey as far as the need to look good, feel good, gain approval, be attractive to other people. And she's seen me at my fucking craziest, okay? She's seen me when I was like hardcore taking steroids, super strong. She's seen me at my weakest before I was diagnosed with cancer and was really, really sick. She's helped me rehab through my illnesses that I've had. So literally I was like, yay, I need to go back and talk to her and start doing some sessions with her, because I need the accountability. And my girlfriend was like, yeah, I'm in with you. And I'm like, oh my God, this is even better, because now I have 2 reasons to be accountable for pushing myself to get my shit done. And for me, it's all about the accountability. Like, I get fucking lazy, man. At this point, like, I used to be like such a hardcore gym rat, and I loved it. I don't get the same rush, the same pleasure out of working out anymore, because I used to be so hard on my body. Now I'm at a place where I'm entering into this new intention with a different mindset. It's not about looking good anymore. It's not about being, you know, ripped and all of that. It's just about being healthy and strong for me. But with that, so anyway, I don't know, I'm all over the place. But so I scheduled, like, I made my sessions, like, we're all set up. We're going to start this tomorrow, Monday. I'm like, can't fucking wait. And then all of a sudden that night, right after I did all of this and I agreed to, you know, pay for my sessions and schedule and book and committed to everybody, the fucking voices, the mind chatter, the fears of failure started coming in. The judgment of I'm not strong like I used to be. I'm not going to be able to lift the weights I used to lift, and what's she going to think, and and then I started realizing that I was just judging myself, that it was the fears that maybe I'll never be that strong again. Maybe I won't be able to, like lift the way I used to lift and have that that I used to get at the gym. I mean, and all of these fears started coming up but it was about me letting myself down. They were the fears of, if I can't be what I used to be. And the fact of the matter is I'm not supposed to be who I used to be. So I had to kind of like resolve all of that. Then, of course, the fears came up about the finances related to it. Personal training isn't cheap. And the financial commitment of that, and the fact that I haven't been making much money and I haven't had very many clients. And this year, 2020, was not very financially lucrative for me. And I'm like, why? Who am I? I'm not making enough money, but yet I'm going to fucking spend money to get personally trained, money I don't have. So of course that whole fear came up. And I'm like, and then I realized it's like, you know what though? I'm a fucking queen. And I love myself. And if this is about me loving myself and giving to myself and treating myself like the queen, then I know I am. So I need to drop being afraid, because I know Spirit is going to support me in taking care of myself. And if I'm doing things physically that are improving my vessel, that are helping me be a stronger warrior, to be able to continue training physically to run this fucking marathon, like I've got to be strong. So I'm facing that. I'm facing the fact that nothing's going to stop me. And I just know that in doing that, Spirit is going to meet me in that place. And it's so amazing and so beautiful to be able to surrender to the fact that in supporting myself, Spirit will then support me in supporting myself. And it's, I know working out doesn't seem like the biggest thing or the most important like battle to face, but for me right now, it really is. It's really facing who I was at the gym before and knowing that I'm not going to be that same person, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be just as good or any of that. I have a friend who's going through, a similar situation where she's really stuck with moving forward in her career. And so she knows that it's time for her to face some of her biggest fears, which is taking a huge jump in renting an apartment without a job, and really knowing that if she steps into her own trust in herself by doing that and getting an apartment and committing to moving forward with her life and not just waiting for Spirit to let the right thing drop into her lap, that she's opening that door for that to happen, for the right job, the right position. But she's got to shift her energy. And so facing all of those fears, like fucking, it's batshit crazy, right? To sign an apartment lease for a year when you have no fucking job, you have a limited amount of money, and you got to trust that it's all going to be okay. That's where Spirit, that's where faith, that's where our higher truth comes in. And knowing that we are not here to fail. Failure is not something that's real. Remember, every experience we have is just that. It's an experience. There's no failure. Everything is meant to teach us. We are students all of life all the time. And if we approach life from that venue, from that higher perspective, we can then realize that there is no failure, because anytime something may not work out exactly the way we hoped, intended, or wished for, it just means it's leading us to the next thing that is right for us. You know, and that's what's most important. What is there to be afraid of? What's the worst thing that can happen? Right? What's the worst thing that can happen? We have to face these fears together. And we have to face these fears knowing, again, that Spirit loves us, that we are here for our highest, greatest good, and that as long as we keep taking the chances, taking the opportunities to expand, that Spirit's going to meet us in that place and provide for us what we need in our expansion, whether that be physical strength that I am asking for, you know, or financial stability, you know. For me, I know I felt very stuck in my in work this year. Like, I know my mission is changing. I know the whole twin flame journey and talking over and over and over about certain things, it's not necessary anymore. So I'm trying to figure out, what's my new role? How do I move forward with all of this? But I have to trust. I have to trust. And the simple fact of the matter is, you just keep showing up. That's what you do. You keep showing up with whatever you got. If that's 80%, show up at 80%. If that's 20%, show up with that 20%. But give it all you got in that moment and trust in your divine magic, because you are fully supported. As long as you follow your fucking heart and your soul, and it brings you joy, true joy, not this fucking external bullshit joy, but brings joy to your fucking heart and soul, you're on the right track. So keep following your magic, you guys. And I don't know if any of this made sense, but I'm just babbling. Anyway, I want to read from a little book of divine magic mantras by Bella Tinks. I love this. And so I had opened the book before I started the video, and the number of the page is number 21. And it says, the mantra is, I love that my belief in my own inner magic makes me super happy. I love that my belief in my own inner magic makes me super happy. I love that my belief in my own inner magic makes me super happy. And that's it. That's the key, you guys. Following your happiness is about following your inner fucking magic. We create it. So allow yourself the opportunity to create it in every experience that you have in your life. Take every opportunity. If you've got shit you want to change it now. Do something different. All you got to do is mix it up a little tiny bit. Do one thing different today to create a new energy around you. And you're going to see the magic will flow. But you got to trust that you can do something different, and trust in Spirit and let it happen. Let it happen. We're here for a beautiful purpose. We're here to live our joy. Live it, babies. Live it. All right, guys. I love you all. I am going to be making a video for Patreon, hopefully later today. So you guys on Patreon, check it out. And those of you who are not on Patreon that want to receive the daily messages, exclusive videos not seen anywhere else, the link is in the description below. So check out my Patreon. And that's it, you guys. I am sending you all so much love and light. Gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here with me. Happy fucking New Year. Live your magic, live your happiness, live your dreams. Love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.